The answer is no. Should you or should you not summon on the Xenoverse 2 crossover banner? The answer is a big fat no. I know I'm a little late to the party here, but as I mentioned before, I wanted to check out the banner first. I wanted to test out the characters before I could give my honest opinions on this. Based on timing, I could have done this video in advance, but I just felt like it would be a little disingenuous to do that without having seen what the banner looks like, especially considering the last time I was ready to do that sort of thing, we ended up getting a spectacular banner for Saiyan Day. So that is why I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait for the banner to release to see what the banner looks like, and then ultimately test out the characters. Because if you are summoning on this banner, you're doing it knowing full well you're going for the crossover units. Are they worth it? So this video is going to be tackling all those different angles, giving my opinion. If you guys agree or disagree, that is totally fine. This is my opinion. I am not telling you these things to force you to think my way. I am doing this only for those of you who are on the fence, who would value my opinion. So if you feel differently, that's totally fine. Do whatever you want. I am not forcing you to do anything. So after testing out the team is not good enough to pursue. The team is not even top 5. Vegeta himself is not necessary. None of these characters are must-haves. So this unit, this banner, just completely lifts right out. And that inherently is the nature of a crossover celebration. And this is why I've also been comparing this to Heroes, because every time we get a Heroes celebration, there's always a case that can be made to summon and get those characters, but that case evaporates very quickly because these units just don't function that well on the main meta, on the mainline meta, I should say. They sort of lift right out after their celebration is done. They really work in the context of their celebrations with some challenge events that correspond to it. Back in November 2024, when this celebration released, this Universal Blue Goku was fun to use on that Heroes Red Zone. Once that red zone went away, these guys were basically not necessary, because at that point we're still having fun with Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan came out the same year, right? Beast Gohan, UI Goku, Tech UI, everybody was in love with this guy when he first came out. That year was a good year. And then, of course, global players are also waiting for the upcoming 10th anniversary. So, I mean, Heroes just absolutely became irrelevant. And yeah, we're all upset that they're discontinuing it, but most of us don't even care. I care, but most of us don't care. And these Xenoverse characters basically do the same exact thing, but on a grander scale, because now that we have a Dokkan Festival LR, you know, the team looks like it's going to be better, and it is better compared to previous Heroes banners, but it's still not good enough to chase. It's just not. This team is not good enough to pursue. I have run them all Rainbow Max Links. Check out all my videos to see how I've, been using them. It's been a lot of fun, but I'm running them knowing full well that the expectations are lower. And I don't know what's gone into my head, but I have this weird obsession with running this guy in his like ultra ego form, and it can bring about disaster if not used properly. But anyway, my point is the team is fun, but it's just not good enough. This unit is fun. He's just not necessary. And when you compare this to Saiyan Day, let's go ahead and do that, because that is something that I'm sure people are going to bring up. Saiyan Day gave us a really good banner, both in terms of formatting, but also in terms of featured characters. So let's actually compare. Let me have these two banners up together. So let's do this, and then let's do okay, let's do that. All right. So both of these feature a brand new Dokkan Festival LR. And both of these feature 7 SSRs as opposed to 10. When there is a pity in place, there's normally supposed to be 10 featured SSRs as opposed to 7, because they want to increase the likelihood that you actually have to go the distance to go full pity. But they gave us a buy 3 get 1 free deal instead, and along with 7 featured SSRs, the chances were going to go up that you're going to get a couple of copies of the unit. So what they did instead was they increased the price of the pity purchase from 200 coins to 300 coins. But still, a lot of people very much liked this version of the summon. Here, you've got the new character, very good. You've got the banner unit, very good for that specific team. You've got an excellent hybrid Saiyans leader. You've got an excellent Dragon Ball Saga and what's his leader skill? It's Earthbred Fighters? Earthbred Fighters. Earthbred Fighters leader skill. Good leader skills. Substitute for the main guy. Artificial life forms, kind of aging, but still relevant. I forgot. What do you do? Vegeta's family Super Saiyans. Vegeta's family has a connection back to the main guy. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like these guys are really, really good. These are on the lower end in terms of quality. But when you compare this set of talent to this one, in terms of their impact on the overall current meta, there's a lot more connections here than there would be here, right? Like, let's just say these two suck. We'll just say, for argument's sake, these two are bad. 5 out of the 7, I would say, are good. Some are going to say, oh, these guys still, they're still relevant, they're still new, they're still useful, there's utility. These guys are all good. You can say that these two suck. They've aged out, okay? 5 out of 7. If we go over here, let's see what's going on. New. Okay, so we'll consider that good. This guy is good. I will throw in that some people might ask, Toon, can I pick this guy up with red coins? People were asking me that on the live stream, and I said, if you care about building a corroded body and mind centric team, you can. You can. But I was never stressing that you should get it, because if you don't want to, just know that there's going to be an even better corroded body and mind leader skill coming eventually, because this guy is a corroded body and mind leader skill as well. So if you choose to get the baby Vegeta, that's fine. He's a good unit to have on this unit's team, but only if you care about corroded body and mind. If you don't pull this guy with your coins, saving up for this unit eventually would not be a bad idea, because this Dokkan Festival LR is very good and he's going to age very well. He has been used as a bailout for a lot of the recent like physical missions. So yeah, he's very good. I forgot my point. What was my point here? Yeah, so he's good. So 4 out of 7. Okay. Next up, Android 21. First of all, are we getting an EZA for Android 21? Is that why she's here? Because if she's getting the EZA, this could actually be good, like for crossover. And you know what? Even without this new unit, this unit actually leads crossover. So most people are probably going to have Android 21 because you have, oh, it's not totally crossover. I forgot, actually. It's been a while. Crossover Pappy Gals, crossover Androids. Ew. Never mind, that's actually not that great. What does that give us? Androids crossover? Hold on. Okay. She's not good. If she gets an EZA, she'll be better as a unit, but in terms of leader skills, oof. Okay, so, I mean, do we call that yes or no? I don't know. We got to wait for an EZA. Her EZA is possible. She did release 2.5 years ago, so it's kind of early for an EZA, but they have done that, so it is possible. Trunks here is a Vegeta's Family time traveler, so I guess his EZA is also possible. I think he's a much earlier release, right? 2024 January. Yeah, that was for global. So JP got this in what, like October? How do you check that? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, we can check it like this. July. Oh, wow, that's a big gap. Whoa, that's 6 months. Yeah, July of 2023. So still not quite 3 years, but definitely more likely based on time frame compared to the Android 21. So there are question marks. We can't say. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this. Why is Kale here? I'm sorry, Kale sucks. All right. I have been using the unit for a while. Before, when she first came out, she was better, but now she sucks. Universe 6 has gotten way better without her, but you kind of need her, unfortunately, but she sucks. So unless she's getting an easy, I don't know why the hell she's here other than just being dead weight. So with 3 questionable units here, 4 out of 7, and 3 of the 4 being unnecessary completely, this is just not a good banner in terms of value. And that sucks to say, but also it's kind of a good thing to say. Because considering how many bangers we've been having recently, it's probably a good thing that you just don't have to summon on this one. Because you just don't. There's a lot of other stuff coming up. There's going to be a Golden Week happening May 7th. Looking at the celebration details, the stone sales end May 7th in the morning. So likely that night, the next banner will be dropping. May 7th, Dual Dokkan Festival. Are they going to be Dokkan Festival TURs? Are they going to be Dokkan Festival LRs? There will be a Carnival Part 2, potentially even a double rates. Then after that, we have a celebratory, a Snooze Fest celebration, Part 1, Part 2. And then we have the new Tanabata. And as we get closer and closer to GDC, I mean, who knows what sort of hype is going to start to drop to build up towards it. There's just too much on the table before GDC as it is that's going to be proving to be pretty nasty temptation. This one just doesn't need to be that. And these guys are going to come back. So if you can wait and if you can stomach waiting, I think that would be better. We're going to be potentially getting some EZAs coming up for Xenoverse. So in my opinion, if you don't summon at all, we get those Xenoverse EZAs and things are looking up for the category. When this unit eventually comes back as a, coinable purchase, if you want, you could then pick up the unit. But even still, just know you won't be running a top tier team. Even with all those Xenoverse EZAs, I'm going to do it. I'm going to guarantee this team will not be top tier Not even in a year. With all the EZAs that we get, let's just say we get all 5. How many of those? We're getting Tech Toa, we're getting Physical Mira, we're getting Demigra, all those weirdos, all these guys, not weirdos, I like them. All these guys are getting EZAs. Let's just say on top of that, we're gonna get like 5 or 6 Heroes EZAs. And on top of all of that, Android 21 is gonna get an EZA. With all of those EZAs, I still guarantee you that team will not be top tier. That team will not be top 5. That's just the way it is. That's just the way crossover categories are. That's just the way that they've handled Heroes celebrations. And some would argue that's probably a good thing. And I can understand why, because these guys are just not mainline Dragon Ball. They're extra stuff. This is more fan collection than meta defining. So don't be enslaved to the moment. Don't feel like you have to pull these characters. Be comforted in the fact that these guys are going to be coming back. So if you want to pick them up later, you can. At some point, who knows? What if these guys end up being featured on one of those like future World Tournament banners, guaranteed SSR banners where they have the banner units? At some point, I wouldn't be surprised if these units show up there. And that would be a great place to pick them up, if anything. So that's pretty much my long drawn out paying rent video explanation as to why the answer is no. I wanted to wait until I tested them out before I could truly say. So go check out the videos, see how I've built these units, see how I've been using them. They are fun in small doses, but ultimately, after this celebration is done, we're going to be going back to running GT Heroes, GT Boss, Realm of Gods. I'm still going to be trying to push the Universe 7 agenda miserably, and we will forget all about this, except for the beautiful design that is this SSR, because this looks so good. This looks so good that I've actually set this as my profile picture. Bruh, look at that. Look at it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on this banner. Did you summon beyond your 7 free tickets? Oh, I forgot to mention all that. You should probably already know. Did you summon beyond those 7 free tickets? How did your summons go? Do you agree with my takes on this just not being that important? Let me know. Did you actually wait for this video before you decided to summon or not? Because I want to know how many y'all waited for this. I appreciate that. And sorry for the delay. Look, I'm trying. Y'all know what I got going on. That plus I did what, 4 videos every day? I had to get a lot of stuff done. So let me know your thoughts on the banner. What are you saving up for next? Do you agree, disagree with anything that I said? Feel free to share in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know when you want to see more stuff. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.